I just became aware of something that's very interesting. So, in the news, there's all this talk about the asteroid Apophis, and nicknamed God of Chaos. And I thought, ooh, this is a perfect time to learn more about astrology. And I started looking into it, and I'm wondering if it might go by a different name, because for right at the moment, there's not a whole lot either, being said by ancients or by newer astrologers. There's a little bit. Um, so I've been looking more at, like, okay, what are we calling it? What do the words mean? And what's going on? And I noticed a couple of things that I think are interesting. One, although a lot of people associate like chaos with destruction and things like that, it's much like the cycle of fire. If a forest catches fire, typically it is the older woods that will catch, they will burn down, and they will become new soil, which supports new life, right? And so typically when we see chaos, like, yeah, we may think about it as like a destructive force, but really chaos itself, if you look at most of, any spiritual path's mythology, it's that void that things get created from, right? And so it's kind of this thing of like, okay, if we consider how we look at how other asteroids and meteors affect us, how planets affect us, and things like that, if we're seeing an asteroid come around that is at least so far believed to pass only every 7,500 years, like, look at what else is going on around us, right? Because typically astrology is not really a predictor of things so much as it is a recognition of what is going on in the sky at the same time of the things that are going on here on Earth, and how has that been similar to times of the past, right? And so, like, right now, we can see that there is chaos going on, like, all over the world, right? But usually, after chaos comes new life, comes new rules, new things. And I noticed a particularly interesting thing, too, especially for those of you that have been following along with this journey, is that uh, the I'm going to say the little being that NASA is sending up to observe and get data about Apophis is called Osiris. And I like that they're sticking, they're both Egyptian deities. So we've got the Egyptian deity of chaos, and we've got Egyptian deity Osiris, who, like, if you look at his path with Isis, is one of destruction and coming back together. Like, Osiris was literally, like, chopped into tiny pieces, dismembered by a brother, and then brought back together by love, right? And I think if you look into it, you'll find that there is a lot of that kind of stuff going on right now all around. And I don't know if anybody has studied this particular asteroid in an astrology sense. It would be great to see some stuff in the comments. Otherwise, take take this in, let it sink in, consider how it affects your current life. Maybe look at, where is your chart right now in its current astrology, and where is Apophis passing through your chart right now, and think about, like, are, what's going on in those areas of your life. Are they in creation spaces? Are they in destruction spaces? Are they in, confusing spaces? I don't know. Let's find out together.